from the Nation newspaper, where we have the headline story here saying Nigerians in the Middle East send distress calls as government halts pilgrimage. We also have federal government bans collection of taxes levies on highways. And also we have El Rufai's arrival security breach, 5 for prosecution. On the riders, we have Senate gets Oyedele's nomination as minister. Away to the Punch newspaper, the headline story here says, VAT hits record 1 trillion as news sharing era begins. And we also have in the riders, customers to get 20 billion naira meter refunds from discos. That's coming from the NERC. And so our last paper for this afternoon, rather, New Telegraph. The headline story here is saying Middle East crisis. Federal government suspends pilgrimage to Israel. Others promises safe return of Nigerians. Right to the Nation newspaper, where we have Nigerians in the Middle East send distress calls as government halt pilgrimage. Taking it from the lead here, escalating hostilities in the Middle East have sent shockwaves through Nigeria, grounding pilgrimages, disturbing travel plans, rattling the oil market, and prompting anxious calls from Nigerians abroad. Besides, some members of the Islamic movement in Nigeria, IMN, the Iran-inspired Shiite organization founded in the late 1970s by Sheikh Ibrahim el-Zarkazi, have been staging protests in solidarity with the Iranians in some parts of the country, such as Kano, Kaduna, and Lagos. It's no more news now that the Iranians, Israelis, and also the USA are in some kind of turbulence at the moment, and bombs and missiles have been flying across these two countries, talking about Israel and Iran. Can you just give us a brief intro to this, let's just say, these recent events from Iran and Israel?
There's no more to tell you. Somebody, you have a US president too eager to project his power and too reluctant to think before taking action. He went to attack Iran. And just to put it in context, somebody goes to the US, bombs the White House, takes out the president, the first lady, the president's son-in-law, daughter-in-law, and all that, all at one fell swoop, and that started the fracas in there. For whatever the reason, the government, although there are this between U.S. and Israel now, U.S. is claiming that it was Israel that threw the bomb that killed Khamenei, but Trump had already boasted that it was him that killed the American that killed. So you see, people who have powers, who have first, think later. That's what we have now. As to how the Muslims are reacting, it's natural. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not sure you are because you are David. But the thing is, if you want to anger a man, insult his religion, insult his ethnic group, and insult his faith, even if you have all the degrees, that's the moment what you turn to a mad person. Because those are the most private, subconscious. Those are the beliefs, your set of beliefs. And somebody has come to say, you are safe, you are nothing. So the way the Iranians uh, the way they are reacting, Iran is no friend of anybody. With all due respect to them, they themselves they are very suspect. The way they do their stuff. They say right is right, fair is fair. Nobody has a right to go and bomb somebody in the most secure part of their country because you can do it. The man was back, he went to Venezuela, captured their president, captured his wife. He was moving, he went to Iran. Well, maybe he's going to run into soccer for one of these. Gun for gun, Iran cannot win against the US. Gun for one, missile for missile. But then, war, a shooting war, ending a shooting war
It's
It's not the
harder.
terminal
Mm,
solution
mm,
to peace.
mm.
So they probably win the war, but they will not win the peace after. And where does that leave the world? Even in Nigeria, people like Muslims are complaining. They should. I sympathize with them. They should. If you say because you are a Christian, maybe you are a traditional worshiper, you can't see what the hell is all about. Just put yourself in their shoes, and somebody just come and bomb icons you believe and say that they are being the better world. What better world? So that's the unfortunate situation we find ourselves. I just hope we've seen the beginning. We don't know how it will go to. And don't forget, when the US invaded Iraq for good reasons, because Saddam Hussein went to annex Kuwait because it's a small country and some province of a border country, very small, and some border country. He set himself up, just like the Ayatollah and others have set themselves up now. They conquered Saddam, all right. They dismantled the whole thing. Then
Mhm,
what happened? ISIS, he created ISIS. ISIS is tormenting us in Nigeria now.
mm.
And we had no hand in the creation of the monster. So that's what it's going to be. The world is going to be a fast play of family, but we'll see how it goes.
So just a brief again. Thank you for that. Just a brief capture of the whole issue from the introductory aspects. Now, where does this leave us as Nigerians and as a concerned nation in the world?
Well, where it leaves us is we have to develop our country. There are some Nigerians, they do validate themselves, they do go outside, they go to the UK, they can't brag, I'm a citizen. I don't
Hmm.
know what the hell what that means. An American, what the hell, I'm Australian. So what? Now, we must know that we need to build our country because
Hmm.
there's nowhere to run to.
Hmm.
With all of this madness going on in the world, Nigeria still has that respect among whether they grudging or what, because our people go out there and they show their mettle
Hmm.
and they respect them. It's brain power. The Nigerian one on one probably more creative than the American or whatever because they are not. We go the hard way, we take ourselves very seriously. We complain a lot that our country is hell and all that. But the training we have where we take it elsewhere, we beat the rest of the hands down.
Hmm.
We say our universities are rubbish and all that. There are products, they go there, they beat everybody. So it's time we came back to build our country. There is no other way. And then when we criticize the government, we will put them on the line, I mean, in the line of fire and all that. Natural. They must have that goal. Build your home. I see a situation that the world is turning on its edge. Maybe it's time, maybe the Europeans and the American children have terrorized the world enough. Maybe the other is changing. China, look at China for instance. China is just there. China has the power, has the brain, has the resources. There's no, you know, it's not forcing the sway on anybody. It's just doing trade, peace, building railways, building roads and all that. Entering into trade parks and all that. America has the power, has a, and when you say America, it's not even the core core America. The brains of people they use are the Jews,
Hmm.
the other Europeans, Africans, and all that. That conglomeration, because they have the very good atmosphere, is what America is. If you pull out all those, that will know America.
Hmm.
So, fortunately, unfortunately for them, Trump is showing us their dirty crocs. I don't even know what is it. So I just tell our people, be more patriotic, and I'll tell our government to put things in place, and so that people can come and rebuild their destiny. Because the way the world is going, you are going to bear your father's name, or otherwise you'll be lost in the whole
All right. So
conflagration.
finally, on this whole USA, Iran, and this in about 99 days, the FIFA World Cup will take place, and a lot of players, football nations, have been calling for the cease of fire because um, the USA is part of the hosting countries of the FIFA World Cup, and now the FIFA World Cup. The footballing body has said the World Cup will take place even after the Mexican cartel issue. They still stood their ground and said the FIFA World Cup will take place in Mexico, USA, and Canada. Yeah. What are you going to say about this? Because the world right now is in ulabalu, if we're going to use that word, because Mexican cartel are there in Mexico doing their thing. The USA is here doing its own world crisis against Iran and siding Israel. There you have Canada, which seems to be on the softer side, but one way or the other, they are both co-hosting this thing, and it's going to rub off on them also. We don't know what maybe some disgruntled elements might be planning there in Canada. So, what does this leave the footballing nation?
Well, I'm not going to, how do I put it? I'm not going to put too much on the Ulabalu that you said.
Mm,
Of all the three oaths, I don't think Canada, I don't think Mexico, I don't think more trouble will come from there.
mm,
Yeah, they just steal the drug baron and all that,
mm-hmm.
all that. Who had his own private army and all that. But I think the government is on top
Of the
of the
situation.
situation. And well, you probably see some rackers try to solve something. But I'm sure the medical government will be on top of it. Canada is out of the hubbub. Really. They are they are there, and in fairness to them, the prime minister have been top, telling them this your Trump is not fit. Remember, I was even said that we was going to annex Canada as the first state of
Mm-hmm.
the US, and the man said, "No, Canada is not for sale," and all that. So the main problem is the US. The other time I read that Iran they were trying to pull out. They've not made up
Yeah.
their mind.
Mm-hmm.
They said they might pull out.
Yes.
You would have thought that a more introspective person who thinks before he talks will just either not comment or say some reconciliatory things. The man said he didn't give a damn if that's true. He didn't give a damn if Iran came to America or not. We forgot that football is not even the most popular sport in America.
Mm-hmm.
They gave it
Right.
to them because they try to
Show the popularity, just
yes,
make it
because
that
football there is this close
unity. Mm-hmm.
well unity here, but there is this close affinity with the markets,
Yes.
wealth, money.
And brands and
Football,
all of those things.
yeah,
Yeah.
football wants to make money.
Yeah.
America has a big market. The
Yes.
bigger the football there, the bigger the more money
Yes.
football can help to share,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why they give them
Yeah.
to host. And this is the second. I think they hosted the last one Brazil won. In what year was that? The one Brazil beat Italy in the final penalty kicks. 2000. What year was that? I can't remember. That was the one they hosted last in the America. So, but you see, I don't know. Unfortunately, Infantino,
Mm.
who as his name sounds, have been behaving like an infant in the way he manages football. You see, this guy lost the Nobel
Mm-hmm.
Peace Prize. He went to create a tinsel and say FIFA Peace Prize. He gave it to Trump, and he's been obnobbing with the guy and encouraging a brand of global football because Trump is a very divisive. But even in America, he's threatening. You mentioned unity. Suppose the greatest brand of global unity across races today is football.
Mm.
Now in America, I saying that I'm going to take oaths from the democratic cities to Republican. What does that mean? In one country, you have a president that is separating his people and preaching a division to the uh, uh, international, is it spectators are calling now, the audience. I know, I don't know. I think the problem we have for the World Cup will be the US itself. Infantino has been saying that nothing spoiled another. I hope I believe him. But I don't know. When is it going to start? June?
Yeah, it's just about 100 days now. It's going to be starting in June. I think what we were
And
trying to
this
remember
March.
is about the 1994 World Cup.
Yeah, 1994. That was last. And 3 months and a few days, and everything they just top it
Mm.
up. You don't even know what it's going to be.
Mm.
And everybody, I don't know. And even the right, they've not fully qualified. They
Yes.
qualify for the
The playoffs.
playoffs, and then you are now telling them you don't give it that if they come in. I don't know. But let's hope for the best.
Mm.
But I hate to think that one person who is so unintrospective is going to spoil the party for everybody because football to many people is make or mark.
Mm.
People want to go there to make their mark, to boost their market value.
Yes.
That when they go there, they are going to make more money for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Their cost will appreciate
Merchandise and all of
and
those
all
things.
that. And
Yes.
somebody is just try to spoil the party. I don't know. I
Mm.
will get the best of luck.
All right. In the wake of all of these events, we just hope that time will heal its effects, and football is something. World Cup is something everybody wants to watch. World Cup is something every nation wants to be a part of, and we hope that none of these brick race here and there, from the Mexico to USA, even in Canada, would be able to stop the free flow
I hope
of
so.
football as we have it. Let's move on to our own issues here in Nigeria, where over the last few months, former governor Nasir El-Rufai has been under, will I say, the telescope or the microscope of
All of the above.
of corruption agencies. He has been picked up by the DSS. He has been picked up by the ICPC. He has been picked up even by the EFCC. In all of this, and yesterday we have it that five security personnel have been picked up and arrested by security agencies just following the whole security breach at the Nnamdi Azikiwe airport. Let me take it from the lead here. It says five security personnel drawn from agencies operating at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, have been arrested and handed over for prosecution over an alleged security breach linked to former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai. The arrest followed a joint investigation by the Department of State Service (DSS), the Nigeria Immigration Service (NIS), and the Nigeria Customs Service (NCS), and the Federal Ministry of Aviation into events of February 12, 2026. They listed the names of the suspects who have been arrested, and investigations will be taking place to this effect. But again, Nasir El-Rufai under just trying to pinpoint areas where and he himself is still under investigation over alleged phone tapping and wire tapping and all of these things. So just give us an overview of Nasir El-Rufai as a
Well,
case.
these are allegations, except the case of self-indictment
Hmm.
or something very close to it. If you went to on public television and said you bought government's phone of the national security advisor, and they even say that somebody bought the thing, you are listening, that's him. You accuse yourself of a crime.
Yes.
In this case, self incrimination might not sound so bad because you're voluntarily done,
Hmm.
you know, on public television. They haven't said that. These are just allegations.
Allegations.
These allegations, and these people are alleged to have, is it colluded or conspired?
Mm-hmm. The report even says received bribe.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but they alleged that, And incidentally, among them were even a member of the DSS,
Yes.
who seemed to be a secret
Yes. A
group,
security.
given and
Mm-hmm.
before the security agencies in Nigeria, they have some added respect that they are very efficient
Yes.
and all that. They are not like the open police.
Mm.
They are secret police, and the way they've been chalking up result after result and all that. Now, if one of them is accused, it's just like if go Ross, what will I do? Like Chosa said in his uh, Canterbury Tales. Well, the allegations, they've arrested them, they'll put them in they'll dog them, and then they'll profile all the facts they have, you know. We'll wait till then. But before that, I would just say that this will have been absolutely unnecessary if Rufai had been a bit
Cautious.
guided in his speech. At times, some people are very intelligent, very razor sharp, but emotionally they are very dull.
Mm.
With all due respect to him, he doesn't seem to be very emotionally
Emotionally
intelligent.
intelligent. Mm-hmm.
Because he feels that he can say anything, he can
Mm.
bold. You can be bold, yes, yes. Between boldness and recklessness, there is a thin line.
Mm.
So you need to measure your step very well. If you hadn't been so loquacious, you know, so garrulous about things that are not necessary, he wouldn't put himself in that. So I won't say that it's still an allegation.
Yes.
He will go
Nothing
to the court
fixed yet. Mhm.
to prove that he's innocent and the honor until then he's still innocent in the front of the law.
All right. So well, all of this, the Nigerians will be expecting to get, let it not just be swept under the carpet because it's been placed under public
Scrutiny.
scrutiny.
Yeah.
It's been everywhere for over the last few months. Right now, is being picked up from EFCC to DSS and to, I think, ICPC were the last persons or security agency to pick him up also. So it's been of a national discussion right now, and now that five people, five personnel, security personnel, have also been picked up in line with this effect. I just believe Nigerians will want to know where this will end, and it will not just be one of those cases, as we
And
would
I
have it.
just want to know. But then let me tell you something for free. The Nigerian elite always protect themselves.
Mm,
Go and write it down. The
mm,
elite,
mm.
they always protect themselves.
But should it be?
I don't know whether it should be or should not be.
This is a court case at the moment, and court
Eh,
cases, once
it,
found guilty, you should be able to, or you should
but you have to
face.
find him guilty first.
Yes, but it's
What if
been
you don't find him guilty?
But how do I not indict myself after coming on the national TV to
Well,
say
that's what
I bugged
I'm,
the national security advisor's phone?
interestingly, El Rufai is not saying anything.
Mm.
He's insisting that if you have any accusation against you, take it to
But he
the
already
open
had
court.
made the accusation against himself.
Yes, we know that, but then there is no. It's not. It's an accusation, self-allegation there.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
right. You still have to prove it. You still have to prove it until it's proved. Look, what I'm saying is that I'm not going to hold my breath. I know that every country, not Nigeria alone, they protect their elite.
Mm.
You
But
don't do, this the prince that was indicted
mm.
in this Epstein file,
Yeah, the extreme
is the
files.
younger
Mm-hmm.
brother of the king now. So they arrested Prince. What do they call him now? The one that is wearing his Mountbatten Windsor. I can't remember his Prince. What's his name now? I can't remember the first name. The surname is Mountbatten Windsor. Is the younger brother of King Charles.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I think the second son of Queen Elizabeth II who died. They arrested him. They were, showing him of all the royal privileges and all that.
Right.
They arrested him, they released him on bail and all that. All over the world, the elite protect themselves, except if you are so reckless
Mm.
to have, offended the code,
Mm.
broke the code.
Which
It's
is
an written code, but everybody knows that you can't move beyond this point,
mm.
except you are that far away. If you go to God, there will always a technicality, to trigger
To take.
another. I'm not saying that everybody go to do it. I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
that I'm not going to lose my breath. I wait for the
See
code
the
to fall
the
out, whatever
outcomes
the
of.
issue to come,
Mm-hmm.
to take it like that.
All right. Thank
I'm not
you.
going to be excited about anything.
All right, thank you very much for joining
Uh,
us on the show today. It's been a pleasure having you,
Thank you.
Mr. Abimbola. That's all we'll be able to take for today. My name remains David Bolarinwa. So I'll come your way next time. Bye bye.